Hello students, I am Ankita Dhamnekar. In today's section, we are going to see the second program of Java. The program name is Write a Java program to demonstrate method overloading. So what is method overloading? Method overloading is a process where we declared more than one method in a single class with the same method name but different in data type and number of arguments. Okay. So let's start with the program. Open Notepad++. You can see here the program is little lengthy. So I have already typed. Okay. Let us discuss with the program. Import java.io.data input stream. This is the import statement in Java. With the help of this statement, we can import some classes from the Java library. The classes which is helpful for executing the whole program, we importing from this import statement. Okay. Then comes class geom_shape. You can see here in this program there are two classes, class geom_shape and class shape. In the first class geom_shape, we declared the three methods, okay, with the same method name, that is area, with the different types and different number of arguments. This is only called the method overloading. Okay. And in the second class, we declared public static void main. This is main method. So class shape is the main class in this program. From this shape class, we are going to call the functions which we have declared in our class geom_shape. Okay. So let us discuss one by one. Class geom_shape. Final float pi equal to 3.142f. These are variable declarations. Okay. Pi equal to 3.142. 3.142f, this is the floating point value we assign to the pi variable. We have written here final. So what is final? When we are going to use this final word? So final is a keyword and it is used when the variable value is fixed throughout the class. It doesn't change. Okay. Then comes float a. Then these are methods. Okay. So let's come to the next class, class shape. Inside class shape, we have declared public static void main. This is main method which reads string type of arguments. Okay. Opening flower bracket, data input stream in equal to new data input stream system.in. We have created here the data input streams object, that is IIN. Okay. Data input stream helps you to read input from any of the devices. By default, the standard input device is your console. It helps to read the input from the console. Okay. So we have used here data input stream in equal to new data input stream which helps to read input from your system. So we pass in we have passed in the bracket system.in. It reads data from the system. Okay. Then comes float ab. This is a variable declaration which is in type float. Int c. C is declared in type integer. Then comes try and catch block. You can see here we have written much code in try and block, because whenever the program get executed, if any of the error comes or exception comes, it will detect by the try block, and whichever the errors detected by the try block, it will caught or it will be resolved by the catch block. So we have written here code inside try and catch block. Okay, so inside try block we have written geom shape g equal to new geom shape. This is first class geom shape we have created here. G, this is the object of this geom shape class, because we are going to call the function which we have declared already in a geom shape class. So we need here the object of geom shape class. Then system.out.println enter the radius of circle. By this line you are get to know what we are calculating now. We are calculating here the radius of circle. Then comes a equal to float dot value of in dot read line float value. This line helps us to convert the variable from string to float type. You know, by default Java reads string type of argument, and we need here float value. So we have to convert string into float type. Okay, enter the radius of circle. Program ask you to enter radius of circle. So here you have to pass float type of argument, float type of radius to the circle. So it will be read by the shape class. Then comes system.out.println area of circle equals to plus g dot area. By this line you are get to know we are calculating area of circle. G dot area in bracket we are pass a. Okay, so g dot area, it is a method name which is already in a geom shape, and this method has one argument with the in type float. So by this g dot area a you will get to know which method we are calling now. We are calling the second method, okay, that is float area float r, the one argument and in type float. Okay, so directly program flow goes to the second method, and it will calculating the area of circle pi into radius, and it will return back answer to the shape class. Okay, like this other methods also get calculated. System.out.println enter the length of rectangle. It will ask to enter length of rectangle. So you have to enter a and b. A is for length and b is for breadth. Okay, so a equal to float dot value of in dot read line float value. This will convert string type into float. System.out.println enter the breadth of rectangle. After that you have to pass breadth of the rectangle, that is b value, float dot value of in dot read line float value. After that system.out.println area of rectangle. We are now calculating the area of rectangle. G dot area, this is object of first class, so we are calling now the area method which has two argument in type float. So program flow goes to the first class, it will check the method ab. Yes, we have this method to float area, two arguments with the type float. Okay, this method get executed, this will calculate the answer and return back to the shape class. Like this also calculated. System.out.println enter the side of square. After that it will ask you to enter side of square. You have to enter side in an integer. Okay, because we have declared c in the type of integer, so you have to pass integer value. It will convert, this line is convert from string type into integer type, and after that system.out.println area of square. Okay, by this you will get to know area of square we are calculating now. So g dot area c, program flow goes to the first class, it will check the method. Okay, the first method we are calling now flows area which has one argument with the type integer. It will calculate the answer and return back to the shape class. Okay. So after that catch comes, catch exception E. Whichever errors detected by the try block, it will pass to the catch block, and catch block caught the exception. It will resolve the exception and print on your console, that is system.out.println E. Okay, then comes closing flower brackets. Okay, so this is the program. We finished with the program. Now to execute this program we need command prompt. So open command prompt. Before that you have to save this program in D drive. Into your folder. Give file name as shape. Why we are giving this shape name? Because you can see here in our program there are two classes, but we are giving shape name to our program because the public static void main, this is a main method. We have declared the main method inside shape class. So you have to give program name shape because this is the main class in our program. Okay, so give shape.java. Okay, and click on save. Okay, I have already saved that program, so I don't save again. Okay, so open command prompt. You can see here we are in C drive. We have to move in D drive, so D:/CD Ankita D. This helps us to enter into your folder where we have already saved our program. Okay, so CD Ankita D, enter. Now the execution command is javac program name, that is shape.java. Press enter. Error didn't come because there is no any error. So run the program. Java program name shape. Okay, and press enter. It will ask you to pass argument. Enter the radius of circle. You have to pass radius of circle in a float value or integer value. I'll pass 5. Press enter. It is giving answer area of circle equal to 78.55. After that enter the length of rectangle. You have to enter length of rectangle. I'll enter 25. Press enter. Enter the breadth of rectangle because area of rectangle equal to length into breadth. So enter the breadth of rectangle. I'll pass 12. Press enter. It is showing area of rectangle. Okay, enter the side of square. I'll pass 10. Press enter. Area of square. So this is the final output of the program. This is the final output of this program. Hope you are understood this program. Thank you.